All right, so first map we got here is Colossus. This map is pretty symmetrical. Every timing is pretty much the same. You'll meet everybody at the same spot at the same time. From playing, it seems like A is the preferred bomb site on this map. The hard part about A is you want to make sure you have some sort of top mid control. Being able to look over your teammate while they plant A bomb here. Yeah, pretty much that. On defense of the A bomb, you can just sit here and like endlessly jump peek it. You don't really have to overexpose yourself. And then while you're doing that on defense, it is probably best to have your teammate playing info somewhere on B side. What they can do is they can sit here and shoulder B and look top middle simultaneously. If they get info that there's someone back A, what's really good is you can throw a nade through here and it will land right there in that area. So it's really good to have that nade. Another thing, if you're shouldering this, you can also see the bottom x-ray machine, which will show silhouettes of players they're moving through. Another decent setup that I've seen people do is they will sit here under the stairs and watch the B cross while their teammate is also at A. Usually people will retake middle late into the round. People won't go initially. On either side, you have a jump spot where you can see top middle from your spawn when you spawn in. If you're working B side, it's pretty easy to look over B from this heady and then slowly work your way up. Post plant on B, if you can get B down, post plant on B is probably the best. Have your teammate plant like this away from middle, and then you can sit on this box back here while your teammate's planting and shoulder for them. Just make sure that they are safe while planting the bomb, pretty much. Yeah, Colossus is a pretty straightforward map. Everything's symmetrical. It's not bad play to have one of your teammates push up inner while you push up outer, and then you kind of have everything. This map is a little difficult to cut and get a lot of info just because there's not many crosses unless you're sitting in your spawn. I think pros to this map are that all the timings are symmetrical. You get to the same spot as your opponents every given moment. There is good cover when you're walking up the map. You can play close together and always kind of have a trade. It's hard to get a kill and not be traded on this map. A pro or a con, depending on who you are, like what your personal preference is this x-ray machine where you're visible from both spawns through the wall. Some people might like that, some people might not. I think defensively, the map is kind of a pro because, you know, you don't have to push too far into their spawn to defend the bombs. I do think that promotes camping though, which could be a con. There's not many crosses, which I don't care for. I wish you could get more info. And then some callouts that I have for this map. Usually it's kind of easy to be like, oh, back spawn, and your teammate will know what you're talking about. So kind of like back spawn in this area. This is P2. People call this P2 or bar. Back A, maybe. This is P4. This is P4, I believe. So you can call this P4, this area. You could call this back yellow as well, because the other side is blue, I'm pretty sure. So you could color code the comms. Call this like God Heady right here. I'm calling this God Heady. Submarine right here. Call this submarine. Been calling this green or X-ray. Green or X-ray. X-ray. Top mid. Easy. Blue stairs. Call this blue stairs. Yellow stairs. Yeah, this map's pretty straightforward as far as comms go, just because, you know, it's symmetrical and you'll know what the, you know, what you're calling out by where your teammate's looking. Back box, B box, God box, whatever. Then obviously bottom stairs. Call this area like ramp. Someone's on here, top ramp. Call these planners, bottom planners, or A lane, either or. God heady. Also, don't ever sit on this heady. This heady is awful. If you're gonna play it from here. Don't ever sit on this heady. It's the worst heady you can sit on. Very deceiving. So this is Colossus, and on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give this map a 5. It's definitely not my favorite map. Just doesn't fit my playstyle and how I like to play the game. But it is a cool concept of a map. Definitely new, unique, and I'm glad that we have a lot of versatility in the maps this year.